Hello everyone, welcome back to the COTD Draft channel. In this video we are going to be looking at the best winners in the AFLW Draft from Victoria, the COTD Talent League, which is the under-18 system. Here we've got 4 players we're going to be looking at today and going through each player, their strengths, what makes them the best in their specific category. So we've got Scout Howden, Evie Parker, Stacia Stevenson and Mika Morrissey to go through. We'll start with Scout Howden. Jonty, I think her season has been the best in terms of productivity on the outside from an offensive standpoint. And I think we've seen in the Talent League specifically, it's almost been matched to mimic what the AFLW is working towards with a lot of offensive gameplay. And I definitely think she's done it superbly. Her general disposal to get the ball moving, working in tandem with Sophie Mackay, even defensively, she knows how to get back. I think she's prepared herself well for the next level, so she definitely has to be on this list.
Yeah, I think you summed her up quite well. For me, what really impresses me is her work rate and her will to get the absolute most out of herself, and we've seen that rate of progression quite clearly this year. When she gets the ball on the outside, she clearly disposes of it really strongly. The only thing I'd add to that is I think she makes really sound decisions as well. Perhaps it's something which wasn't able to really stand out in a Sandy team, which at times struggled this year. But I think when she's surrounded with players that are of similar calibre to herself, she's one who's going to take a lot of people by surprise, because I think the attention always went to Sophie Mackay when people think of the Sandringham Dragons, but Scout Howden's one that's really impressive as well. And I guess if there's one area, when looking at these 4 players, if there's one area that stands her out compared to the other 4, it is probably that skill execution by foot.
Evie Parker's the next on our list, and her running has to be up there with some of the best in this draft class.
Yep.
Her general flaw at times is her kicking can be either be extremely hit or extremely missed. Like we saw at times, especially in the back end of the season at that COTD League Grand Final, some of those deliveries inside 50 were superb. She knows how to lace out to her forwards, and I think the upside with her is still terrific. Still needs to just polish her fundamentals generally, but knows how to find the footy, knows how to get into great spots with her running, and presents really well at times as well. So probably sits as that second best in this list.
Yeah, she's someone I'm really high on. She's certainly alongside Scout Howden for me as being the best in the list, and it's the height as well.
Yeah,
it's that size, which is a huge point of difference. It's the athleticism, and you talk about the kicking can be hit or miss, but I think she's someone that I'd back myself if I was an AFLW club to take her and coach those little chinks out of her. Her ability to cover the ground is absolutely excellent, and her vision is really strong. But again, comparing her to the other 3 that we've got in this list, for me, it's the combination of size and athleticism, which is really, really eye-catching.
Her Eastern Rangers teammate, Stacia Stevenson, had a bit of an injury worry to finish the year, played through that grand final with an ankle injury, but still showed a whole heap during the season. I think she built into her year really well. I mean, felt like it was starting slow, but then worked really well, got into that Vic Metro team, and then come grand final time, she was in a really great rhythm. And again, she provides a lot of great speed with her ball use. She's able to get it and get some metres gained as well when she uses the footy, provides pressure. She feels like, I guess the major flaw generally would be that endurance. When we look at her, she's probably built for quick bursts and knows how to impact in short stints. Can she impact for a longer period of time? Doesn't get her hands on the footy as much as someone like a Scout Howden would, and even Evie Parker probably still has that thing as well. Probably doesn't get her hands on the footy as much as they should for that type of player, but still a lot of upside. And I think they understand their craft. All these 3 understand their craft really well.
I think what we've seen from Stacia Stevenson as well is we've put her in the wing category, but we could just as easily have put her in the forwards category, because she's played quite well as that high forward that gets right up the ground and then is able to get back. And her delivery inside 50 and understanding of her teammates' leading patterns was a big part of the Eastern Rangers' success at times this year, I felt like. So that's an area of her game that stands out. But you're probably right. From from an endurance point of view, if she was going to be a winger at the next level or a high forward at the next level, maybe that's something which could improve a little bit. But yeah, her ability to sort of run away from traffic and get that little bit of separation with the speed that she's got is certainly a strength. And then the last one is Mika Morrissey, who probably has that ability to at times find the ball a little bit more, and she's probably shown some more versatility playing in some other positions as well. She made Vic Country as a bottom major last year and had a solid year this year, but her discipline, her running patterns and her understanding of that role is sensational. We've seen her complete it with such acumen for 2 seasons for the Geelong Falcons, in between showing the versatility that I spoke about. But she's one who you want a specialist winger. You know what you're getting from Mika Morrissey, but maybe the productivity or the consistency, she didn't quite go to that next level this year. So that's why she's probably not in that top 20, top 30 conversations at this point in time.
Probably the thing I noticed with her that, drops her down the rankings at times, because she's such a hard runner, she's very tough, plays a contested game at times almost. I think she just burns herself out on the field. So maybe that's down to endurance, but she'll do that and it affects her kicking, the longer she's running, her kicks become a bit here or there. So that's probably the deficiency I'd have with her game. But I think what you have...
Yeah, and that's fair, yeah.
So what you've got is a terrific a runner, someone who can find the footy. Consistency, I agree with, because there'd be some games, like we said, she had 40 touches earlier this year at La Trobe Uni, and then games where she's struggling to get herself into it, get some offensive flow going. So it's finding that consistency and that good balance, I guess, in her game. Yep.
No, absolutely. It'd be interesting to see how they pan out. I think Evie Parker for me is probably alongside Scout Howden as being right at that top end, and I think they definitely both deserve an opportunity. And then I guess we wait and see on Stacia Stevenson and Mika Morrissey.
For sure. Thank you all for watching. Our other videos will be either out on our channel now or soon to come out, where we will cover also the best mids, forwards and defenders in this AFL draft class from Victoria. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in another video.